groups like this one called Anonymous.
They call themselves Anonymous.
Anonymous.
The Church of Scientology calls Anonymous cyber terrorists.
Underground hacker site linked to Anonymous.
A message from Anonymous. Over the years, we have been watching you. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
AnonRADIO. We will change the world.
Welcome to AnonRADIO. Today we have, what is your name?
Skit 2012.
Alright, and we're going to ask you some questions about Anonymous and stuff and see what you think, okay?
Sounds like a plan.
Alright. So what is your opinion on Anonymous? Like, do you think they're a good movement or a bad movement?
In my opinion, Anonymous would be a movement for the greater good of all mankind, not just our government here in the States, but around the world.
But do you think that there is heads within Anonymous, like corruption, like some people say it's just a scam to, sell merchandise and whatnot? Do you think it's like that? Because there is forums explaining that it isn't.
Well, in my opinion, there is always going to be, obviously, at least in my opinion, there would have to be heads who are running everything, and in my opinion, it's more behind the scenes because they tell everybody that we're all one, and that there really aren't that many rules besides be respectful and whatnot, and don't talk about things that we shouldn't. And in my opinion, there was always going to have to be heads because somebody had to have started it and somebody has to run it, and there are people making changes on a daily basis, and there's always something new going on, and I don't feel like they would be this big if there wasn't somebody controlling everything.
Right, the way I look at it is the ones who are, maybe on top, it doesn't really matter because in the end it's still
right, yeah,
the masses that are exactly controlling it practically. But how do you feel about the chat box thing that they're gonna shut it down, or that they have taken it down, or whatever?
At first, when I first heard of it, I was a little angry about it because I felt like that was the best way for everybody to just be able to come to one place and communicate and be able to talk and keep conversations going about what we had, like ideas and whatnot, and what we were planning on doing. But when it was more and more deeply explained to me that we were going to move to IRC or WinMX, I felt as if though that was a better way to do it, because IRC, though it can be seen or taken down, it's more secure in my opinion. But then on the WinMX side, I feel it's less off the grid, so that would be a greater place to go and communicate about more secretive operations.
Right. I agree with that. I'd pick WinMX, but it's just that they've already paid for the IRC apparently.
Yeah,
so.
And if they're going to take down the chat box, then IRC would be a good alternative for that.
Right.
And WinMX being the more secretive side, like I mentioned.
Yeah. So Operation Onslaught is in 3 days, or depending where you're at. Are you going to be participating in that?
On the East Coast here in Jacksonville, Florida. Shouldn't really tell the location.
You're cool with that. You can say.
All right. Well, here in Jacksonville, Florida, we have a couple members. We have about 45 to 50 members, we've kept in touch. We've gotten supplies together: stencils, spray paint, stickers, flyers, and we're all
the whole shebang.
The whole shebang. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it how it's supposed to be done, and get ourselves out there and noticed, and have people know who we are.
That's good. I got another question, but I forgot what it is.
Interestingly enough.
Oh, no. What do you think Phase 2 will be?
Well, just...
And within that, who do you think controls what the phase is? You know what I mean?
Exactly that. Because there is phases, which means somebody had to sit down and think about all this. There has to be higher-ups who are controlling more of it. And I don't feel like it's a wrong thing for them to be so secretive about it, because then again, we are anonymous, and maybe it is for our greater good that we don't know who they are and what their plans are. Right now, all I understand is that Phase 1 is get as much attention to us as possible, but not bad attention where we have, people trying to shut us down, people trying to come after us and whatnot. More of a enlightening and letting the people know who we are and what our intentions are and what we have planned for the future.
Right. They do say that the faces are being shaped depending on how the previous face goes.
Right.
So.
And that makes sense.
Right, that makes sense too. So, you know, it can go both ways. But I'm gonna play some music now, so stay tuned to AnonRADIO.
AnonRADIO, we will change the world.
They call themselves anonymous. They are hackers on steroids.
Police say they have arrested 3 suspected hackers believed to be part of an international network.
A group calling themselves Anonymous has vowed to destroy the Church of Scientology.
Anonymous, the group responsible for Operation Payback, which temporarily crippled the websites of MasterCard, Visa, and PayPal.
We are Legion.
We are Anonymous.
Distributed denial of service, devolved the stack will drag when DOS attacks. Suits without a head get scared and shit. They slash see what we lack. A sense of compassion. A justice must be swift. How turn the hurt in the pockets of white supremacists. These nemesis is never this vicious. We troll the net for missions. Evil's your position. Your files gonna cover missing. With a post they dissing, posturing and speaking out of fear. Super consciousness, our warriors are virtual bombardiers. We don't forgive, we don't forget. Expect us wasn't no one to protect us. Come together as a legion. Internet unite, connect us. We will make our presence known. We got folks on the megaphones. SQL inject intravenously like it's prednisone. Rebelling on a larger scale. We Jonas came to slay the whale. We hip till they slither and swinging them lizards by their tail. We check their mail to face and professional looking webpage. When I rhyme, I wake the sheeples catatonic vestige. Battling the message encapsulated in the rap track. Black facts is project chronology. Talking fat gas, but a backtrack. And I'm the type of person never had jack. Destruction of Chris Far camp. Or the way this ass act. We vigilant, the vigilante. Hiding, staking up the anti-cross site script. And Felicia Palmer with bunch of panties. Epilepsy foundation. Far from invasion. Turks and Brazilians, Tunisians, even Malaysians.
Gawker website, we pulled that just to see, have a look about what's going on. It talks about the power people now have on the internet if they want to do this.
Technically speaking, they are heroes because they can solve everything. They are up all of the security systems.
Train event, we rage and give a fuck about a cussing club McKay hatch. Profanity, I spew it for the fucking loving cause I can. And who the hell is you to try to change a man? Operation Payback, radical Avenger Sands, intelligent Israelis with viruses known as Stuxnet. Programming logic controllers and rootkit subsets. We need to know, trying to feed the homeless. Cops are screaming no, government and corporate sources. We must defeat our foes as freedom goes. They trying to sniff us out and get the ISPs reversing the cameras on computers. Feds are eyeing me, Marine Corps, Brick Bradley, man and naked, the Quantico. Maximum security methods with torches chronicle to Aaron Bar. Forever you will walk around with slash and scar and crash your car. Executives are worshiping the morning star. It is bizarre, the people are the ones oppressing people. When will the day come we recognize as equals? Electronic money from Satoshi Nakamoto, spending bitcoins on hoes for their photos with no kimonos. Remarkable power, the Python is clearing syntax. International Federation of Photo Bin Jack. The script kiddies hacking to the mainframe of big cities. YouTube videos for children showing big titties. No pity for the oppressive and get it through your skulls. We were born to change the world, evolving past the hacks for laws.
The hackers which are fighting for some kind of ideological points and hackers who are just doing illegal activities.
Police department goes into certain things and the government goes into certain things. Probably I would put that on the same level as I would someone who goes in and hacks into a site they're not supposed to be on.
The bottom line is if you have information in a database someplace, consider yourself a potential target.
Expect us. We don't forgive, so don't forget.
We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
AnonRADIO, we will change the world.
Alright, we have a person online with us who isn't going to join Anonymous, and he does not want to disclose who he is or his username or anything like that, but he's willing to talk to us about the reasons. And he is online with me right now, and so tell me why you aren't going to join Anonymous.
First of all, how you doing tonight?
I'm good.
All right. Well, I've been on the whatistheplan.org website, and I've been following everything, and I've been trying to do my best to stay patient, paying attention to everything that everybody's saying. I've been throwing around my ideas and taking in other people's feedback on what I've had to say, and I've also been giving feedback to what other people have been saying. But I just feel like it's something too complicated for me to actually just to be able to just follow. I feel as if though it's pointless. I feel as we're fighting for something and we don't even know what it is, and in the end I feel like everybody's going to be disappointed when we don't get to where everybody feels like we're capable of going.
But okay, you're saying that it's just too complicated for you, or
not that it's just complicated, but it's also I don't know the best way to put it. I mean, I feel as if though it's sort of a dream, or rather a nightmare maybe, because we've got so many people fighting for this cause, but we don't really know what the cause is. We just know that we're supposed to be putting around stickers and whatnot. But
okay, haven't you been reading the things online? It's the first phase is to just let people know and educate yourself.
But then when you ask them about the second phase, everybody just gives you the same answer, and it's wait, basically. Like they don't really give you a straight up answer. Because it's supposed to form into, you know what I mean? Based off the first phase is what happens in the second phase. But that's where I have a problem with that. I feel if it's such a plan that's set in stone and they have everything figured out and whatnot, that they should be able to tell us. And I feel that they don't tell us is where how do I put it? I mean, where I get this discomfort feeling inside, where I feel like it's pointless and I'm just wasting time here. So what you're saying is, you're wondering practically who made this plan, or what? Who made this website? That would be one nice thing. I would like to know who started everything, because it's hard for me to just believe that this website came out of nowhere and that everybody just started joining it. Either they don't know what phase 2 and 3 are, or they're using thousands of sheep to reach only what they know. I see, but I mean we have 50,000 members, and give or take, how many of those members are actually active? How many people are actually doing it? We have maybe 5 or 6 people who are on all the time that I've noticed, at least, that know what they're doing and are like into it, like doing what they've been told, and everybody else is sort of just hanging around doing the fun part, I guess you would say, of going out and posting out the flyers and using spray paint when just to look, cool, and then posting pictures and whatnot. And I just feel like that's not something that I want to be a part of. I feel like it looks more like a joke than anything else to me. But we do have different, groups, such as the hacktivists. Then we have the activists who go out and actually, protest. And I mean, it's on the news, and it can be a joke because we are on the news. I understand that, but I did read somewhere on the website another member that said that he wasn't going to fight for the cause because he felt as if though maybe it was just a plot for them to get money, because come on, they have a gift shop on the website and whatnot. I mean, if we're meant to be taken seriously, we don't need to be out selling t-shirts. We need to be out doing something a little bit more important than selling t-shirts and stickers. I mean, I do agree with that, but nobody is forcing you to buy it. That's a little true. And it's for donation purposes. Let's say, for example, if they're paying for the IRC or for the website itself or for other side projects that need funding, it has to come from somewhere, because you can't get anywhere without money. You understand? I understand that, but at the same time, that's something that they should have thought about. I mean, you can't just expect that you're gonna have all these people start following you and then expect them to just start giving you money out of their pockets so that you can fund this mysterious plan that they don't even know what they're funding. There is quite a few people actually donating, if you didn't know that. No, I mean, I'm not saying that people aren't donating, but I'm saying I'm not willing to put my money, my time, and all my hard work into something and then it maybe fall apart. Or you mean because there is no actual structure to it? Yeah, it's not set in stone, and they keep beating it into our heads that they know what we're doing. But if you know what you're doing, then why is it so hard to tell us what you guys are doing? There's reasons for secrets, maybe. Like Skit 2012 said, I just talked to him. So, there's reasons some things have to be kept secret. And, we are, for now, just the numbers is what matters. But in the future, there will be operations like, I can't tell you which one, but, there are bigger plans set to change the world, if you know what I mean. But then again, what makes you more special than any other member that's putting in work and time and donating money? And I mean, I'm pretty sure that just because somebody's donating money, there maybe that's why they're getting higher benefits and roles in the plan. No, that's not true, because I didn't donate anything. It's just if you know certain things, they use you to, we all use each other practically to expand the plan, and once the plan or the operation